following message is transmitted by the request of the Raleigh Police Department. At 4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, officials from Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive announced that the highly anticipated video game, Grand Theft Auto 6, originally scheduled for release on May 26, 2026, has been delayed once again, with a new release date of November 19, 2026. Within minutes of the announcement, mass rioting broke out across downtown Raleigh, particularly near Fayetteville Street, Glenwood South, and the NC State Campus area. Police are reporting widespread vandalism, looting of electronic stores, vehicle fires, and multiple assaults. Officers have been deployed citywide in an attempt to restore order, though law enforcement is struggling to contain the growing unrest. Witnesses describe crowds of hundreds of individuals, ages ranging from mid-teens to mid-40s, engaging in violent acts, smashing storefront windows, and overturning vehicles. Several emergency responders have been injured, and at least a dozen civilians have been hospitalized. As a precaution, all residents in the city of Raleigh are strongly urged to remain indoors until further notice. Close and lock all doors and windows. Do not engage with or confront rioters. If a rioter attempts to enter your home, contact authorities immediately. Only use defensive means as a last resort to protect your life or your family. North Carolina State University, William Peace University, and Wake Technical Community College have been placed on lockdown. All students are instructed to return to their dormitories or homes immediately, and remain there until police declare the situation under control. Avoid traveling anywhere near downtown Raleigh or adjacent neighborhoods. Police have established roadblocks along major access points, including I-440, Western Boulevard, and Hillsborough Street. The Raleigh Police Department, with assistance from the North Carolina State Highway Patrol and Wake County Sheriff's Office, is actively working to restore order. Updates will follow as more information becomes available. Stay tuned to local news outlets for more information on this developing situation.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the Raleigh Police Department. At 7:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, authorities have confirmed that the rioting initially reported in Wake County has now spread into multiple surrounding counties, including Durham, Granville, Franklin, Nash, Johnston, Harnett, and Chatham. The violence stems from public outrage over the announcement by Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive earlier today, confirming that the highly anticipated video game Grand Theft Auto 6, originally slated for release on May 26, 2026, has been delayed to November 19, 2026. Police are reporting that rioters are engaging in widespread acts of vandalism, arson, and theft, along with numerous injuries and several confirmed fatalities. Businesses, homes, and vehicles have been damaged across the affected areas. Emergency services are being overwhelmed, and law enforcement agencies from across the state have been mobilized to assist. Residents of Wake, Durham, Granville, Franklin, Nash, Johnston, Harnett, and Chatham counties are strongly advised to remain indoors immediately. Lock all doors and windows. Do not approach or confront rioters. Do not allow strangers into your home. If a rioter attempts to enter your residence, contact authorities and take defensive action only if necessary. Authorities emphasize that these individuals are dangerous and may have access to firearms. Stay tuned to local television, radio, or trusted news outlets for the latest emergency updates for information on this situation. This situation remains extremely dangerous and unpredictable. Continue to shelter in place until further notice.
Good evening, Raleigh. This is ABC 11 Eyewitness News, your source for the latest breaking news in downtown Raleigh, downtown Durham, and downtown Fayetteville. We have tonight breaking news developing right now across the Triangle. Riots have erupted in Raleigh and several surrounding counties following a surprise announcement from Rockstar Games earlier this afternoon. The company confirmed that the long-awaited video game Grand Theft Auto 6 has been delayed once again, moving its release from May 26, 2026, to November 19, 2026, sparking outrage from fans across social media and now, on the streets. The situation began in downtown Raleigh around 4:30 this afternoon, when large crowds gathered outside several electronics stores and public areas. Within an hour, police say the protests escalated into widespread rioting, with reports of vandalism, looting, and multiple fires in the Fayetteville Street and Glenwood South areas. Raleigh Police and the Wake County Sheriff's Office have declared a citywide state of emergency, urging all residents to stay indoors. Officers in riot gear have been deployed throughout downtown, and several major roads, including Hillsborough Street and South Saunders Street, have been closed. Officials confirm the unrest has now spread beyond Wake County. ABC 11 has confirmed reports of similar disturbances in Durham, Johnston, Franklin, Nash, Granville, Harnett, and Chatham counties. Local police departments are working with the North Carolina State Highway Patrol and Wake County Emergency Management to contain the violence. For more information, we have Thomas Adams in downtown Raleigh. Thomas, how are things looking over there?
James, the situation here remains tense and rapidly changing. I'm standing just outside Hillsborough Street, right near NC State's campus, where police have set up a heavy perimeter around several blocks. Behind me, you can still see smoke rising from what appears to be a small fire near a parking lot just off Dan Allen Drive. Raleigh police tell me that what started as a few frustrated fans earlier this afternoon quickly spiraled out of control after the announcement from Rockstar Games about the GTA 6 delay went viral. Within an hour, hundreds of people, mostly young adults, began gathering downtown, chanting, throwing bottles, and setting off fireworks. The crowd eventually split, and some of them made their way here toward NC State, causing property damage to local businesses, cars, and even parts of the university grounds. Officers in riot gear have been working non-stop to disperse the groups, but they are badly outnumbered. I spoke with one student who described what happened when things started getting out of hand. They said, it just went from people yelling about the delay to windows breaking. We heard shouting, and next thing we knew, cops were rushing in. They told everyone to get back inside, so we just ran to our dorms. Campus police have now issued a shelter-in-place order for all students. That includes anyone living on or near university housing. Officials are asking parents not to drive to campus right now due to road closures and ongoing danger. We've also seen small groups of people looting nearby convenience stores, including one right across from where we're standing. Law enforcement is using tear gas and flashbangs to push crowds back toward downtown Raleigh. As of now, city officials say dozens of injuries have been reported, including several first responders. At least 2 fatalities have been confirmed here in Wake County, though the circumstances are still under investigation. James, the sound of explosions and sirens has been constant for the past hour. Police have urged everyone to stay indoors, and they say more reinforcements are on the way. For now, we're keeping a safe distance, but we'll continue to monitor the situation as it develops through the night. Reporting live from Raleigh, I'm Thomas Adams, ABC 11 Eyewitness News. Back over to you, James.
Wow. Things are getting tense out there. All right, Thomas. Please stay safe out there. Thank you for that live report. We will continue to bring updates as more information comes out. This is ABC 11 Eyewitness News, with a breaking news report. Back to your regular scheduled programming.
civil danger warning for the state of North Carolina. The following message is transmitted by the request of the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation and the North Carolina Department of Public Safety at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Widespread rioting and civil unrest have been reported across multiple cities throughout the state of North Carolina, following a surprise announcement from Rockstar Games delaying the release of Grand Theft Auto V from May 26, 2026 to November 19, 2026. Law enforcement officials report that violent rioters are active in the following cities include Raleigh, Durham, High Point, Charlotte, Fayetteville, Goldsboro, Asheboro, Greensboro, Greenville, Wilmington, New Bern, Jacksonville, Asheville, and Winston-Salem. These individuals have been described as extremely dangerous, engaging in looting, arson, assaults, and massive destruction of property. Numerous injuries and fatalities have been confirmed statewide. Emergency services are being overwhelmed, and multiple city governments have declared local states of emergency. All residents across the state of North Carolina are strongly advised to seek shelter indoors immediately. Lock all doors and windows. Do not approach or confront any rioters. Do not allow strangers into your home. Only use defensive action, if absolutely necessary, to protect your life. Do not participate in any rioting or unlawful gathering. Those caught engaging in violent activity will be arrested and prosecuted. If you witness active rioting or an attempted break-in, call 911 immediately. If you are unable to reach 911, contact your local police department using the following non-emergency lines. Raleigh, 919-996-3855. Durham, 919-560-4427. High Point, 336-883-322, Charlotte, 704-336-3030, Fayetteville, 910-433-1529, Asheboro, 336-626-1300, Greenville, 336-373-2496, Goldsboro, 919-580-4239, Wilmington, 910-343-3600, New Bern, 252-633-2020, Jacksonville, 910-455-4000, Asheville, 828-252-11110, Winston-Salem, 336-773-7700. The North Carolina National Guard has been placed on standby to assist local law enforcement officials with maintaining order. Remain inside your homes, avoid all travel, and monitor local television, radio, or official online sources for continuing updates. This is a developing emergency situation. The civil danger warning for the state of North Carolina remains in effect. At this time, extreme rioting and civil unrest continue to be reported across all major cities and towns in the state of North Carolina, following the announcement earlier today that Grand Theft Auto 6 has been delayed for a second time, now scheduled for release on November 19, 2026. Officials report that rioters are causing massive property damage, vehicle and building fires, and widespread injuries and fatalities. Police across the state have confirmed that multiple barricades and containment lines have been breached in several major metropolitan areas, including Raleigh, Charlotte, Greensboro, and Wilmington. Law enforcement agencies have declared that the situation is out of control, and local authorities are now requesting assistance from the North Carolina National Guard and federal response teams to restore order. Residents are urged to take immediate protective action, remain inside your home, or a shelter until further notice. Close and lock all doors and windows. Do not attempt to confront confront or approach rioters under any circumstances. Do not allow strangers into your residence. If a rioter attempts to enter, contact 911 and take defensive action, only if necessary to protect your life. Do not participate in any form of rioting or unlawful gathering. Those who do so will be subject to immediate arrest. Authorities have also stated that the ongoing violence in North Carolina may trigger similar unrest in neighboring states, though this has not yet been confirmed. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this extremely dangerous situation.
Civil danger warning for the Southeast United States. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States Department of Homeland Security. At 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, reports confirm that the mass rioting and civil unrest that began earlier today in the state of North Carolina has now spread across the entire southeastern United States. Widespread violence has been reported in the following states: Eastern Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, and West Virginia. The unrest began after a surprise announcement from Rockstar Games, delaying the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 for a second time, now scheduled for November 19, 2026. Authorities report extreme rioting in multiple major cities and towns throughout these states. Incidents include widespread arson, looting, armed confrontations, assaults on law enforcement, and numerous fatalities. Law enforcement agencies have declared that the situation is beyond local and state control. Multiple police departments have confirmed that blockades, containment lines, and command centers have been overrun in several urban areas. This has become a multi-state emergency situation. All residents across the southeastern United States are strongly urged to shelter in place immediately, remain indoors and lock all doors and windows. Do not approach or confront rioters under any circumstances. Do not allow strangers into your home. Contact 911 if a rioter attempts to enter your property. Use defensive action only if absolutely necessary to protect your life. Do not participate in any rioting or unlawful gatherings. Anyone engaging in violent or destructive activity will be arrested and charged under federal law. There is growing concern among officials that the current unrest could expand nationwide within the next 24 to 36 hours if the violence continues to escalate. Unconfirmed reports suggest that state governors throughout the Southeast are in communication with federal authorities regarding the possible mobilization of the United States National Guard and other federal military support units to restore order. However, no federal deployment has been officially confirmed at this time. Residents across the Southeast are urged to stay indoors and monitor all available local and national media outlets for official updates and instructions. Continue to shelter in place until federal authorities declare it safe to resume normal activities.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States Department of Homeland Security. At 2:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the federal government has confirmed that widespread rioting and civil unrest have now been reported in all 50 states in the entire United States. This nationwide crisis began in the state of North Carolina, following the announcement from Rockstar Games delaying the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 for a second time, now scheduled for November 19, 2026. Within hours, the violence spread throughout the southeastern United States, and by late evening, major cities across the country were experiencing severe outbreaks of looting, arson, and armed confrontation. Police forces and emergency services nationwide are overwhelmed. Many cities have declared states of emergency and enacted mandatory curfews. federal law enforcement, including the FBI, ATF, and U.S. Marshal Service, have been deployed to assist local agencies. Reports indicate that thousands of injuries and fatalities have occurred nationwide. Numerous government buildings, transportation hubs, and public facilities have sustained heavy damage or been set ablaze. The President of the United States, President Donald Trump, has issued a national emergency declaration under the Stafford Act and has ordered the full mobilization of the United States National Guard and active duty military units to restore order and protect critical infrastructure. Residents across the entire United States and its territories are strongly advised to remain sheltered indoors until further notice. Lock all doors and windows. Avoid all unnecessary travel. Do not confront rioters or armed individuals. Do not allow strangers into your home. Do not participate in or attempt to observe any public disturbances. Those caught engaging in violent or unlawful acts will be detained under federal authority. Officials warn that communication disruptions, power outages, and transportation shutdowns may occur as this national emergency continues to unfold. Follow official directions from federal, state, and local officials. Tune into local media outlets for more information on extremely dangerous situations.
This is an emergency action termination. All clear. I repeat, all clear. The nationwide civil unrest and riots that erupted yesterday, November 6, 2025, following the Grand Theft Auto 6 delay announcement, have now been contained. Law enforcement officials and National Guard units across all 50 states have successfully restored order. Officials confirm that thousands of rioters have been detained and charged with crimes including arson, assault, attempted murder, battery, manslaughter, destruction of property, theft, robbery, illegal use of weapons, and vandalism. All residents may now safely exit their shelters at this time. If your home or a shelter has been damaged or destroyed, call 911 immediately. The National Guard will assist with transport to the nearest military base. All broadcasts and cable systems are allowed to resume regular programming. Emergency broadcasts will now be handed over to state and local officials.
This concludes all operations under the emergency alert system. Regular programming may now resume. Your government thanks you for your cooperation during this emergency.